George Clooney, one of Hollywood's most celebrated figures, has often been portrayed as the charming leading man both on and off-screen. Known for his charisma, humanitarian work, and powerful presence in film, Clooney's image has long been tied to stability and sophistication. However, behind the glitz and glamour, new revelations suggest a very different story, one that paints a disturbing picture of his private life. Recently, reports have surfaced that Clooney is now facing serious assault charges, a revelation that has sent shockwaves across Hollywood and among fans worldwide. Even more shocking is the claim that his wife, Amal Clooney, an internationally respected human rights lawyer, has allegedly broken her silence, exposing troubling details about what she describes as private violence behind closed doors. For years, Amal has stood beside George, presenting the image of a solid marriage built on respect and admiration. She has often been praised for bringing depth and credibility to Clooney's public persona, with many admiring their dynamic as a power couple. But according to the recent allegations, Amal has taken the bold step of lifting the curtain on her private life. In her alleged account, Amal did not shy away from describing incidents that left her shaken and disillusioned. While she has spent her professional life defending victims of injustice, she now reportedly finds herself in a position many never expected, revealing her own experiences of alleged private violence. Her revelations, if proven true, could completely dismantle George Clooney's carefully crafted reputation. The assault charges against George Clooney are said to stem from multiple incidents that Amal reportedly decided could no longer remain in the shadows. Though Clooney himself has not publicly addressed these accusations in detail, insiders suggest that his legal team is preparing for an intense battle. If these charges hold, the fallout for Clooney's career would be catastrophic. Beyond his acting, Clooney has investments, endorsement deals, and ongoing projects that could be jeopardized. Hollywood has become increasingly less forgiving when allegations of violence and abuse come to light, with stars seeing careers derailed almost overnight. Fans around the globe have been left stunned by these developments. For decades, Clooney has been idolized not just as a talented actor but as a humanitarian and family man. His public campaigns for peace and justice, including his work on global humanitarian crises, stand in stark contrast to the private accusations now leveled against him. Some fans have expressed disbelief, defending Clooney and calling the allegations impossible to reconcile with his public image. Others, however, argue that Hollywood has a long history of covering up darker truths, and Amal's willingness to speak out should be taken seriously. Social media has exploded with debates, with hashtags about Clooney trending across multiple platforms. Amal's decision to reportedly expose her private struggles should not be underestimated. Known for her intelligence, poise, and strength, Amal has built a reputation as one of the leading legal minds of her generation. For her to come forward with claims like this highlights not only her bravery but also the seriousness of what she alleges. It's particularly powerful given her role as a human rights advocate. Amal has spent years amplifying the voices of the voiceless, standing up against systemic injustice, and fighting for accountability. Her willingness to risk her own reputation to call out private violence in her marriage demonstrates her commitment to truth, no matter the cost. This scandal also raises larger questions about Hollywood's role in enabling and protecting its stars. How many other stories remain buried under layers of power, money, and influence? Clooney's case could become a tipping point, forcing more people to confront the reality that even the most admired figures may have hidden shadows. The entertainment industry has faced waves of reckoning in recent years, from the #MeToo movement to the exposure of abusive power dynamics. If Clooney is found guilty of these assault charges, it will not only damage his career but also further highlight Hollywood's responsibility in holding even its brightest stars accountable. The shocking allegations surrounding George Clooney and Amal Clooney's marriage remind us that public images can be deceiving. While George has long been admired as a global icon, Amal's voice adds a layer of truth that fans cannot ignore. As this story develops, the world will be watching closely to see if justice is served, and whether Clooney's legacy can ever recover from this bombshell. If you found this story as shocking as we did, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the latest updates. This situation is evolving rapidly, and we'll be bringing you every new twist and turn as it happens.